Hello everyone and welcome back to another Nerd YouTube video. So today is episode number 41 of the Betrayal. So last time out we won the FA Cup final. 3-0 over Man United. But I want to look back because there was something I just completely forgot to mention in that video. That our FA Cup run started with a 1-1 draw away to Championship side Aston Villa. If Andrea Pinamonti hadn't equalised in added time, none of what happened last season with the FA Cup would have happened. But of course it was huge that we managed to win it, and hopefully we can better last season's achievements this season. But we've had a summer come and go since last episode. So first big thing is that there is a new board again. I don't know where the best is. Adrian Walker is chairman now. And with the new board that came in, they also splashed the cash on 2 big players. It didn't come out of my transfer budget, but it really did help to improve the team. So, we look at all the transfers now, you can see we spent a lot of money, but going to start with the outs first. Just a thing, I created this, so just one click and I'm over there, because I know full well that it looks a bit unprofessional, me dragging myself across, but the outs, quite a lot of them. Fair few youngsters leaving. The major outs, John Sutar, sold to Norwich for 21 million. Of course, once a very important player here. We brought him in from Hearts in January of our first season, I believe, but he became the important right back for our team. It was only once we got Paulo Pinto in that he sort of took a back seat, and I figured it was best for us and for him to move him on. Next one is Joe Rodon, sold to Besiktas. He was brought in by the old board. I never really rated him, so we got 23 million for him. I just found that whenever I used him, he made too many mistakes to ever make it. We sold Florentin Viguia, one of the youngsters that I brought in fairly early on. He just was never really good enough. We loaned him out, but he wasn't of the ability to make it in my team. But we made a very good profit on him. Tadibo went out to Fulham. We really saw last season how few games he was getting. Brandon Corte loaned to Inter Milan. I did try to sell him. It becomes a bit more obvious once we look at the ins, but it sort of seemed like he wouldn't have a place. But I figure a loan move might be the best thing for him. Posovic never really got into the team here, sold him to Stuttgart. Guy we bought that I loaned out. Morato, another one who isn't really being used around here anymore, that used to be important. Moved him on to Marseille. And so that's all the major outs. Now for the ins. Fancy editing. It's not really editing, it's just something I set up in OBS. It's not even hard. So first we have Maguire, who I bought last season, but he didn't join until the start of this season. Very good midfielder, I think. And as I said, I bought him because he is really a prime box-to-box midfielder. I keep joking, he has legs, but yeah. Maybe 55 million is overpaying for him, but time will tell. The two players the board brought in, firstly Rick Koemans, or Koemans maybe, from PSV Eindhoven, 70 million. He is a phenomenal striker, and he's only going to grow, so I'm really happy that the board brought him in. Yeah. And Joshua Zirkzee, they brought him from Wolfsburg too. He is also a striker, but I managed to train pretty quickly into a left winger, so he could end up replacing Magno, who I will discuss quickly. I'll try and remember to just in a second. So that's basically why I loaned out Corte, because I didn't feel like he was going to fit in anywhere. I got in Bukayo Saka on a free from Arsenal. They released him. But you know, I've got a man here that has won the Premier League 4 times in this save. So I think I say his experience, he's only 23, but he has a lot of experience of being in title winning squads, so I'm sure that will, unless he was out on loan. Okay, maybe he didn't get one of them, but I don't know. We had Harvey Elliott on loan last season. He was available to buy. He was transfer listed, so I thought, why not buy him? He's a decent bit of backup to have. Got in the guy that I loaned out, Julio De Carolis from Spal. Good midfielder, good potential. Even if he doesn't make it here, I'm sure, like I showed with Figueroa, I'll be able to move him on for a bit of profit. Of course, after selling Sutar, we had a void at right back. I got in James Rodgers on loan from Man United, who will be a very decent backup, I imagine. And here's arguably a very sentimental transfer, Harry Maguire, a guy who started his career at Sheffield United. He left a long time ago to join Hull, but I brought him back for 30 million. I imagine his experience will be invaluable for us. And of course, he's another Premier League winner here. I know what you're thinking. No, he hasn't won the league. No, he has, if you remember, because he was part of the Man United team that won the league. I can't remember which season it was. I think 2022-23, but yeah. So I imagine he'll be an invaluable player. Got in Owen Murphy from Arsenal. He's in the under-23s, but of course he's another player with a lot of potential, and so made sense to bring him in. And lastly, I got in Nabil Fekir on loan from Atletico Madrid. It's a loan, but we are required to pay 26 million for him at the end of the loan, which means we'll be paying 26 million for a 33-year-old, which may be questionable, because it is. but I think to have someone like him around will just help all the attackers to improve. So that's a lot of business we've done. And we have Premier League winners in our squad for the first time. Already sensing this is going to be a long episode. Yeah. For some reason, we didn't have any friendlies scheduled, and I only realised towards the end of pre-season. So we only played 2 friendlies, at home to Chester, which we won 2-0, and at home to Man City, which we won 3-1, which I'm sure bodes well. And we picked up another piece of silverware as we won in the Community Shield against Arsenal. Harry Maguire had a dream debut off the bench as he gave away a penalty, but Jack Butland kept it out, which I've noticed he does a lot with penalties, but he kept up those heroics in the shootout as we won 4-2 on penalties. So today is our first 2 league games of the season. Maybe with timing I should only do 1, but we're away to Brighton and home to Chelsea. It's a tough start, but I am determined to finally beat Chelsea, and of course there's no way I can not show the game away to Brighton. This season we are actually predicted to finish 7th, which shows the big 6 have now been broken. Tottenham aren't as good as us or Brighton now. But yeah, Brighton was of course the last team we lost to last season, because Lautaro Martinez scored that goal in added time, which pretty much ended up meaning that they got 6th rather than us. Arsenal beating Leeds 7-2. I mean, as I'm recording this, Barcelona lost 8-2 to Bayern Munich yesterday. So, just so bizarre. But yeah, we're playing Brighton today. Opening day. And that Arsenal result was mind-blowing. Something that needs to be pointed out, because of the lack of pre-season we had, a lot of players don't have that much sharpness, so they're all available for the under-23s at the minute. But this is the team that I'm going with on opening day. I'm going to be going cautious. We're back to the 4-2-3-1. Butland and goal, fairly predictable. Ampadu, Diaz, Pinto, Hernandez, Vagnalov, who's a box-to-box midfielder, Alanya, advanced playmaker, Saka, who I'm playing inverted winger on the right, Univar, attacking mid, and Xerxes on the left. Koeman's front. I did say something about Magno. I did negotiate for 40 million with Watford, but I changed my mind in the end because I didn't feel like I could sell him after the success he had in the FA Cup final. I'm losing my Discord notifications, going crazy. Yeah, not relevant to the video, but yeah. So you can see, in spite of all the money we spent, the finances are really healthy. So we'll have money to spend in January to improve the squad even more. Of course, if we win, we're going above Man United already because they drew to Newcastle. Okay. first game. Brighton brought some players in, including Hudson-Odoi, who I talked about maybe getting, but I think it was with Xerxes coming in, it didn't make sense to bring him in, and Saka too. Okay. So, I'm hoping we don't lose this time. I think given Brighton are slightly better than us, I would take draw out of this one. Why don't I just close Discord so that I stop looking at it whilst doing a video? As we come aboard here, Xerxes, Fagnalov. Oh, gives it away to Fog. And it's an early chance for Brighton here. Butland produces the save. Now, if you're wondering what my target for this season is, I guess it would just be finishing in the top 6 again. Sorry, not even again. We didn't finish there. Let's see. Oh, Kante here. Xerxes gets it away. Here's Saka. Yeah, because generally I feel like the goal that I've always had every season here is to just improve on last season. I guess that's just the target again. Kimpembe, Pedrosa, Kante, Hudson-Odoi. Shoots wide. We're enjoying the possession early on, it has to be said. Alenya, Univar, Alenya, Ampadu, Pinto. Here's Saka here. Back to Pinto. Cross is blocked. And now Hudson-Odoi can counter-attack. He gets the cross in. Fog fires it home, but quite clear he was offside. So that goal not going to count. And demand more from the players. Antonio with the free kick. Ribeiro with the header. Butland with the save. I do look at Brighton's squad and it does scare me just how good it is. Alenya, Saka, come forward here. Oh, he beats McAllister. Is Theo Hernandez. Xerxes. Fagnalov. Oh, good effort. That goes wide. Marcus Antonio with the free kick. Fog with the header. Off the post. McAllister keeps it alive. Antonio beats the man, gets the cross in. Diaz heads it away. Pedrosa. It goes wide. Pavlenka. Erstegaard. Forward to Gelson Martinez. Is it Gelson Martinez? I don't know. Alenya plays it forward. Koeman's in behind. Oh, nearly goal on his first Premier League start. Pavlenka, Ribeiro here, Kimpembe, Antonio, to Pedrosa here. Down the line, Hudson-Odoi, stopped by Pinto. Still alive here. He now beats Pinto. He's cutting in. Someone needs to stop him. Moves it on to Martin's Østegård here. Butland keeps it out the first time. Has another go. It's saved. And Fogg puts in the rebound. We should really have been hanging on until half time. But no, we didn't. And we find ourselves behind now. Okay. Half time. It's not been good enough so far. I think I know the change I'm going to make. Get Tal Magno on. Yeah, I think I'll just point out Adam Miles. He went back to United, as far as I knew. I didn't try to buy him again because I just didn't feel like we needed him with Bagnall coming in, but I guess that's up to you to decide if you agree with that decision. Second half now. Switch to balance because we need to create some more chances. Let's get Gianluca Diaz off and bring Harry on. Go to attacking because we need to get back into the game. Unvar is not being very good, so I'll bring Piemonte on. Playing with a good Saka's shot straight at Pavlenka. We're just seeing if we can rescue an equaliser here. You know, maybe it is just a case that Brighton deserve to win this game. I wouldn't argue against it. Okay, late chance potentially. Pavlenka, kick short to Kante. Here's Pedrosa, Kante, Dressler. Here's Fogg. Gelson Martins, Theo Hernandez with the tackle. Alanya gets it away. Forward to Koeman's here. It's a late chance. Koeman's saved by Pavlenka. Piemonte on the rebound. Ugh. Agonizing margins. Yeah. Just didn't do enough to get anything out of the game in the end. Maybe I should have been more attacking from the start, but the game's over now. Okay. So we're running short on time here. So straight to the Chelsea game. Alright, so we are on game day now. Here it's doomed again. Yeah. It does really intrigue me that we just somehow haven't been able to beat Chelsea yet. But something that I find funny is if you look at our head-to-head. Because we did win last time, but it was on penalties, so it doesn't count on head-to-head, unfortunately. Every time me and Diego Simeone have faced off, it's been 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. So Is that what's going to happen today? No. Going to win. Because we need to win to kickstart our season. A couple of changes. Well, one change, but another tactical. Brun Larson replaces Maguire Saka, who was injured but isn't now. I'll let him have a place on the bench. And I've moved Xerxes to an attacking role, see if it suits him better. He can make more of a difference on the game. So, yeah, I assume you saw from our fixtures that 2 of our next 3 games are against the Manchester clubs, so I do worry that if we don't win here, we might have a slow start to the season. That is obviously problematic if you're aiming as high as we are. Yeah, of course we've gone back to positive for today. I tend to do that in home games. Alanya with the free kick here. Easy enough to talk. We are on key highlights. Titor boots it on. Silva heads it on. No one was making the run that he maybe wanted. Diaz. Love. Theo Hernandez. Xerxes. Vinicius Jr. wins it back. Into Harrod. Gets the cross in. Fabio Silva was offside Gianluca. Why did we need to shove him? And he wonders why I brought Harry Maguire in. Fabio Silva with the penalty. Thought Butland had saved that. I guess not. And already we're up against it. Yeah. Kamara throw. Renya. Gomez. Burge. Gomez. Back to Burge. Paraphone. Kamara. With the cross, Silva is blocked. Harrod. Butland was so close to seeing that. It's 2-0 now. We have just got to sort this out. Love. Ampadu. Pinto. Alenya. Brun Larson. Launches it forward. Koeman's with the chance here. Titor keeps it out. For rebounds. I do feel like with Wagner that I'm going to be making a lot of puns this season because of his name. What is up with us? You can bet Gianluca is coming right off. Get Harry on. We can try and sort this atrocity out. Free kick. Alenya. Koeman's with the header. Oh, it's a corner. They never come to anything in Football Manager, but maybe they will this time. Alanya with the corner, Tomori heads it away. How predictable. It's a close game, I don't understand how we're 2-0 down. Zirkzee, Theo Hernandez with the cross. Brun Larsen with the header. Goal back. If ever there was a man, it's Jacob Brun Larsen. He gets our first goal this season. It's game on. Brilliant cross from Hernandez. And to be fair, maybe Tator should have been doing better with the header, but I don't know. Who'd be a keeper? Rania, Kamara, Gomez, Rania with the cross. Fabio Silva heads it wide. Gonna get them to show some passion. Let's bring De Niro on. That's maybe something can change up. Pinamonti, get on and change the game. I don't believe this. How have we had such an appalling start to the season? Didn't think after the signings we made that we'd be sitting just above the relegation zone after 2 games. Right, let's see how the rest of the results play out. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But as I keep saying, it is so frustrating how we have an inability to beat Chelsea. It's the Monday game, and we'll leave it at that. Watford, on Tottenham. 0-0. So, yep. 2 games in, and we are just above the relegation zone. Next episode, not much of a gap, because we have home games against Man City and an away game to Man United. We did win both those games last season, so I guess maybe, just maybe, that'll be a bit of luck we need. Yeah, so playing away to Burnley at Turf Moor ahead of the next episode. But that is it for this episode. I don't actually recall having many episodes where we've lost both of the games that we played in the episode. Of course, in the first season there were a fair few, but yeah, this, as I said, is quite unbelievable, but of course not in a good way. But that is it for this episode. So thank you for watching, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.